He fought for Hamas on October 7th, then slipped into America with a fake story. The FBI now says Louisiana's Mahmoud al-Muhtadi was part of the Gaza assault that left 1,200 dead. From the front lines to a US kitchen job, his alleged double life unraveled, exposing fears that Hamas's war may have quietly crossed into America. The FBI has accused a Louisiana resident of participating in the Hamas-led attack on Israel on October 7, 2023, then lying about his past and fraudulently obtaining a visa to live in the US. According to a recently unsealed FBI criminal complaint, Mahmoud Amin Yaqub al-Muhtadi armed himself and gathered a group to cross from the Gaza Strip into southern Israel during the attack that left nearly 1,200 people dead. Hamas fighters also kidnapped more than 250 people, including dozens of US citizens during the raid. Around 2 years later, on October 13th, Hamas released the 20 remaining living hostages after the two sides agreed to a tenuous ceasefire in the Palestinian territory. Al-Muhtadi was an operative of the Gaza-based military wing of the Democratic Front for the Liberation of Palestine, according to the complaint prepared by FBI Supervisory Special Agent Alexandria M. Torman O'Donnell and submitted to a federal judge on 6 October. O'Donnell serves on a task force investigating the murder and kidnapping of American citizens during the October 7 attack. On his US visa application, al-Muhtadi denied he had ever been involved in terrorist activities and became a legal permanent resident in 2024, the complaint says. According to a statement posted by the Justice Department on October 17th, al-Muhtadi's presence in the US was discovered by the Joint Task Force on October 7th, an initiative launched in March this year, and was investigated by the task force members and the FBI in New Orleans. Alongside US law enforcement agencies, the statement credits the help of 7 Israeli security organizations, including Lahav 433, an Israeli crime-fighting umbrella organization, with his apprehension.
After hiding out in the United States, this monster has been found and charged with participating in the atrocities of October 7th, the single deadliest day for Jewish people since the Holocaust.
The complaint says the agent requested an arrest warrant for al-Muhtadi on October 6th, but does not specify when and where he was taken into custody. The complaint says he could face charges for visa fraud and for conspiring to provide support for a foreign terrorist organization. Inmate records show someone with the same name and age as being held at the Correctional Center in St. Martin Parish, Louisiana, near Lafayette. Al-Muhtadi's social media and email accounts revealed a years-long affiliation with a Hamas-aligned paramilitary group, including carrying out firearms training, according to the FBI. Al-Muhtadi, also known as Abu Allah, allegedly served as an operative in the Democratic Front for the Liberation of Palestine's DFLP military wing, a Gaza-based militant outfit that stormed through Israel on October 7th. On the morning of October 7th, 2023, after Hamas forces attacked Israel, the then military commander of Hamas, Mohammed Deif, called for the masses to join in. The complaint alleges that al-Muhtadi was among those who answered Hamas's call to arms after being alerted to the attack via social media at 6:34 a.m. Al-Muhtadi told his associates to get ready and bring the rifles, and that there is kidnapping, and it's a game which will be a good one, according to phone calls reviewed by the FBI. He also asked an associate to bring ammunition. The FBI says al-Muhtadi coordinated an armed group to travel into Israel, and that during the attack, his phone pinged a cell tower near Kfar Aza, an Israeli village where dozens of residents were killed and approximately 19 were kidnapped. In June 2024, al-Muhtadi submitted an electronic US visa application in Cairo. In the application, he denied serving in any paramilitary organization or having ever engaged in terrorist activities. His application said he intended to live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and work in car repairs or food services. He entered the US in September 2024. Al-Muhtadi lived in Tulsa through May, but by early June had relocated to Lafayette, where he worked for a local restaurant, the FBI says. An unidentified FBI agent repeatedly met with al-Muhtadi in Lafayette from July to September this year. An associate advised al-Muhtadi not to contact anyone from the paramilitary group because he was under surveillance in the US and to avoid posting on social media in support of Hamas. The FBI says al-Muhtadi responded that he could post whatever he wanted, including pictures of Hamas leaders, and he would be safe. Israel alerted American authorities in May of this year that al-Muhtadi was a DFLP operative and member of DFLP's military wing, which participated in the October 7th attacks. A subsequent review of his social media and email accounts revealed extensive evidence of al-Muhtadi's affiliation with the DFLP's National Resistance Brigades, according to the complaint. Photographs supplied by the FBI allegedly show al-Muhtadi and other terrorist operatives in military fatigues training with Russian-made firearms. Social media messages dating back to 2019 indicate al-Muhtadi swore allegiance to the National Resistance Brigades and was awarded a weapon, 3 magazines, and 90 bullets. Meanwhile, Muhtadi appeared in court on the morning of October 17th, flanked by members of the US Marshal Service and wearing a tan t-shirt, faded green pants and slides. When asked if he understood the charges against him, an interpreter translated al-Muhtadi's response as,
"Yes, but there are a lot of things mentioned here that are so false. I'm innocent."
Asked if he had been shown the complaints related to his arrest, al-Muhtadi responded, "No," in English. Magistrate Judge David J. Ayo then began to read, pausing every few words for an interpreter to translate over a virtual call projected into the courtroom. As Mr. al-Muhtadi listened and watched the interpreter on a screen, he would occasionally ask for clarification. The hearing lasted for hours as the judge read the affidavit. Al-Muhtadi was assigned a public defender and is set to remain in custody until the next hearing, scheduled for the afternoon of October 22nd. Last year, US federal prosecutors charged several senior Hamas members in connection with the October 7 attack. Al-Muhtadi appeared to be one of the first lower-ranking fighters to face charges in a US court for involvement in the assault.